I've finished cranking my 24 rows. My main mark is back at 9 o'clock. Now we are ready for the final steps. So first, I'm going to reach in and lift out my soft weight. Always remember to hold with your other hand at the bottom of the tube as you're lifting the weight out so you don't drop stitches. And I'm also going to remove the cable ring. And next, we're going to lift up these stitch markers that we used and hang those bars. So here's the first one, the one that's the different color, and this goes on the needle one to the right of the main mark. And you just simply hang the yarn that's the same as your project yarn. That loop gets hung right on the second needle. It's really easy and convenient because these little scrap yarns kind of serve as handles. And then each of the other ones, same thing, go one stitch or one needle to the right of the main mark of each of the marks. Here it is again. You just do the ones at the bottom half of the cylinder to start. And now we need to hang the rest of the bars. You'll see there are these smiles. This is like a little smile, and this is a frown. We're going to pick up the smiles. I thought it might help to look at this sample piece of knitting. And this is the side that looks like the outside of a sock would sit. This would sit in the cylinder like this. And this is the part down in the center. And this is the side that we're looking at when we're looking to pull up the bars over the needles. If I pull this apart a little bit, I don't know if you can see how these stitches are formed, that there's this part, kind of this little horseshoe here, and then it has an interlocking piece this way, little more of a U shape, so kind of got horseshoes and U's. And at the top, this makes a little frown, and this makes a little smile. This makes a little frown, this makes a little smile. So when we're trying to pick up the bars, we need to follow the row across, right? We just need to pick up the smile. So here's one smile, we'd skip this frown. Here's a smile, we'd skip that frown. Here's a smile, skip the frown. Like that all the way across. So now this is the one smile. We're going to skip this frown. This is the next smile, and we're going to hang it on the next open needle. You want to make sure that you're pulling, like we talked about earlier, that you're pulling the fabric toward the needles so the bars don't disappear. This is the same thing that we did at the beginning with the hung hem, but it's a little easier to see with the ravel cord. So you're going to go all the way across until the next marked stitch, the one that's at 5 o'clock. Okay. Next, we'll remove those two scrap pieces of yarn for the sections that we've finished. And then you're going to lift all the needles that you've hung that have the two stitches, lift those up and out of work. Then continue on and do the next two sections at the bottom of the cylinder. I've finished hanging the bars. I've done a quick double check. I have 2 bars on every one of the stitches on the bottom half of the cylinder. All of my needles are lifted. So now I'm ready to crank the final half row around. You can put the weight in. Sometimes it smooshes down if you have loose stitches. You can also just kind of hold it. There you go, and you're just cranking half a row like that. Now you can continue by hanging the scrap pieces to the right of the 2 target marks. Continue hanging your bars all the way around until you finish the cylinder. Visit us at deanandbean.com and please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.